So let's go over this trade. I'm just gonna talk about how I could have managed this position a little better. So my bias was clearly bearish, and I actually took a great trade. But yeah, I just wanted to go over something in my holding and how I could have managed this one a little bit better. So something to learn from. So we retrace into this breaker. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I really like this trade. Retrace in, start to come down. We're here in price. We come up, stop hunt, retracing into this bearish imbalance. We get displacement through the swing low, which is a breaker, which is good enough for me to trade. I pull the trigger on the trade after this candle. I get entered here, stop loss above here, which is beautiful. I'm so happy with that trade. We come back up and we start to go down, but we get this candle through this order block. We get this candle through this order block that closes through. So right when I see this, I can close this trade, because that means we disrespect a bullish PD array, a bearish order block. We disrespect bearish PD arrays, and this turns into a bullish order block. So the drawn liquidity is higher. So that means we're drawing to at least this high. We're at least drawing to this high, maybe back into this bullish fair value gap. But the drawn liquidity is higher. And I can close this trade here for a much smaller loss than holding it till this stop loss. So I lost 1% on this trade, but I could have lost only this much on this trade instead. So as soon as I see these two candles get close through to make a bullish order block, I can close the trade. Close the trade here. Say price does actually reverse and we start to go lower. Instead of going higher, we continue down and we get displacement through here. Then I can just take the trade here instead. If I need to, I can pull the trigger here, stop loss at the high, same targets, and I can re-enter there. And that way I can avoid this loss, and I can also get back into the trade if I need to. But what happens is we continue up, and I get stopped out on this trade, which I could have closed early. So I get stopped out here. I could have closed here, then been patient and waited. We then form a breaker here with very good displacement. I see that. I'm like, okay, we're probably not going all the way back up to here. We get closure through this breaker block. I see that. I then put an entry on this fair value gap here. Stop loss above the fair value gap. Also this breaker and these inverse fair value gaps. And I target my targets. And this is the trade that I took. And instead of getting 2.4 RR, I only get 1.5 RR because I took the L on that trade. But just something I wanted to refine on the management of my trade. Because I really like this was a beautiful trade. I knew where price was going. I knew exactly where price was going. This displacement wasn't enough, but I'm happy taking the trade here. I'm happy to take this trade. This is my strategy. But once we run through a bearish PD array, and we create a bullish PD array, okay, I know the drawn liquidity is higher. So we're probably going to take out my stop. So close the trade here, manage it, and yeah, that's all for this one. I'm going to continue to backtest more, but this was a beautiful trade. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.